Hello everyone, I'm Yash Agrawal from I am Trichy, and I'll be talking about a critical challenge that India has been grappling with for decades: unemployment and joblessness. While reading An Uncertain Glory, India and Its Contradiction by Jean Brazil and Amartya Sen, I came across a line that stuck with me. They wrote, the real success of economic growth depends not only on the rise of GDP, but also on the quality of life it enables. This got me thinking, if India's GDP is growing consistently, why aren't enough jobs being created? Let's look at the data. Between 2010 and 2023, India's economy grew at an average of 6 to 7% per year, one of the fastest in the world. Yet the unemployment rate has hovered around 7 to 8%. And more concerning is the youth unemployment, which has been consistently above 20%. According to the periodic survey, also, even among graduates, joblessness is among high is alarmingly high. This is what economists call jobless growth. When economic growth does not translate into economic employment opportunities. Take the case of Bhiwandi, Maharashtra, once home to over 3 lakh power looms, providing livelihood to lakhs of workers. In recent years, outdated technology, rising costs, and global competition have forced many of these looms to shut down, leaving thousands unemployed. Or think about the IT sector. While it contributes significantly to the GDP and export, it employs only 4.5 million people in a country of over 1.4 billion people. Similarly, capital intensive industries like steel and infrastructure may boost growth numbers, but they do not create large scale employment. Why does this happen? There are several structural reasons behind this paradox. Technology and capital intensive growth. Industries are becoming more automated, reducing the need for human labor. Skill mismatch. Our education system is producing degrees, not employable skills. According to a study, nearly 50% of Indian graduates are not job ready. Informal sector dependence. Over 80% of India's workforce is still employed in informal sector with no job security, low wages, and no social protection. To address this, government, both at center and state, have introduced welfare schemes and subsidies. The MGNREGA guarantees 100 days of work in rural areas. Various cash transfer schemes and free ration programs have helped reduce immediate distress. But as Amartya Sen and Dean Reze argue, public action that only mitigates the symptoms without addressing the cause can never be a substitute for real development. These subsidies and welfare programs are essential, but they act more like a safety net, not a ladder. They help people survive, but they don't help them climb towards sustainable employment. Let's briefly connect this to a key economic concept, the ISL model. The IS curve reflects the equilibrium in goods market where investment equals saving. The LM curve reflects equilibrium in money market where money demands equal money supply. When the government increases public spending or cut taxes, theoretically, the IS curve shifts to the right, leading to higher output and employment. Similarly, when the central bank reduces interest rate, the LM curve shifts downward, making credit cheaper, encouraging business to invest in higher. In India, we have seen both fiscal stimulus through infrastructure spending and monitoring easy by the RBI. Yet employment has not increased proportionately. Why? Because structural bottlenecks, skill gaps, low manufacturing growth, informal labor, this prevent the benefits of the policy from reaching the labor market. So what can be done? We have three solutions for it. First, the short-term solution for 1 to 2 years. Strengthen the vocational education and skill development programs, providing better credit access to micro, small, and medium enterprise, which employ a large scale of workforce. Second solution for the medium term, which is 3 to 5 years. Create a national employment policy focused on formal job creation. Encourage labor-intensive sectors like textile, tourism, and food processing. And the long term, which is 5 to 10 years program. And reform the education system to make graduates more job ready. Invest in infrastructure, logistic, and digital connectivity to support new business ecosystem. Sum it up, India's challenge is not just unemployment, but the structural reasons behind it. Welfare schemes and subsidies provide immediate relief, but sustainable job creation requires long-term thinking, skilling, and structural reforms. As Drizia and Amartya Sen reminds us, the true measure of economic success is not just numbers on a GDP chart, but the opportunities it creates for people to lead fulfilling lives. Thank you.